Can you truly buy a fresh start, a clean slate, especially when the ink on past controversies is barely dry? In the tumultuous, high-stakes world of junior hockey, where the dreams of tomorrow's NHL stars are forged, a recent trade has sent shockwaves through the Ontario Hockey League, raising as many questions as it answers. Riley Patterson, a Vancouver Canucks prospect whose stick has been a beacon of offensive brilliance, found himself in a familiar yet unsettling position. On the move. But this isn't just another transaction. It's a narrative steeped in ambition, redemption, and the audacious belief that a single player can redefine the trajectory of an entire franchise, even one still grappling with the shadows of its recent past. The Barrie Colts, after publicly acknowledging Petterson's desire for a change of scenery, swiftly dealt the talented forward to the Niagara IceDogs. But what exactly are the IceDogs getting? And more importantly, what are they truly buying with a hefty price tag of 5 future OHL draft selections? For the Vancouver Canucks, the development of their prospects is a critical component of their long-term strategy, a meticulous process of nurturing young talent until they are ready for the bright lights of the NHL. Riley Patterson, a 4th-round pick in the 2024 NHL draft, quickly established himself as a player with immense potential. His rookie season with the Barrie Colts was nothing short of a revelation, a dazzling display of offensive skill that saw him rack up an impressive 29 goals and 33 assists for 62 points in 68 games. He wasn't just good, he was exceptional, leading all OHL rookies in goals and proving himself to be a consistent threat whenever he stepped onto the ice. Last season, he continued to build on that foundation, registering 25 goals and 34 assists for 59 points in 64 regular season games, finishing tied for the team lead in scoring. Petterson's ability to find the back of the net, his vision, and his relentless work ethic have made him a player to watch, a prospect whose trajectory seems pointed firmly towards the professional ranks. However, Pettersson's journey through the OHL has been anything but conventional. This isn't his first time being traded. In June 2023, even before playing a single OHL game, he was dealt from the Flint Firebirds, who originally drafted him to the Barrie Colts. Now, barely a year after his impressive debut, the cycle repeats. The Colts, in a move that speaks to both transparency and pragmatism, publicly announced that Pettersson, now 19, desired a trade and would not be attending their training camp. This open acknowledgement set the stage for a swift resolution. As Colts general manager Marty Williamson explained, "We didn't want it to drag on, not for Riley's sake. Getting the trade done and getting him into camp was important for us. It took a little while for somebody to step up with the right amount of picks, but I'm glad Niagara did it." This statement reveals a calculated decision from Barrie to honor a player's request while maximizing the return for a valuable asset. 5 OHL draft selections, including a 2026 second-rounder, represent a significant investment in the future, a clear signal that the Colts are either retooling or embarking on a more comprehensive rebuild. The destination, however, is what truly makes this trade a compelling narrative. The Niagara IceDogs, a franchise that has recently weathered a storm of controversy and underperformance, have made a bold, unequivocal statement with the acquisition of Pettersson. Last season was, to put it mildly, tumultuous for the IceDogs. The OHL itself had to intervene, hiring a Toronto law firm to conduct a cultural review of the team following multiple complaints of inappropriate behavior involving team staff. This led to significant changes, including the firing of head coach Ben Boudreau in May, despite him having 3 years remaining on his contract. It was a period of upheaval, a stark reminder that success on the ice is inextricably linked to a healthy, respectful environment off it. The IceDogs finished the 2024-25 season with a record of 29-31-4-4, good enough for 7th place in the OHL's Eastern Conference, but their playoff journey was short-lived as they were ironically eliminated in 5 games by none other than Pettersson and his Barrie Colts. Into this complex environment steps Chris Bark, the new head coach for the IceDogs. Bark, a 45-year-old former NHL feisty winger known for his grit and tenacity over 8 seasons in the league, represents a new chapter for the franchise. His appointment signals a desire for a fresh cultural direction, a return to the fundamentals of hard work and discipline. The addition of Petterson, a player of his caliber under Bart's guidance, suggests a clear intent to not just rebuild, but to compete immediately. Petterson, a 6-foot, 194-pound center, brings not only his scoring touch, but also a proven track record of leadership and performance under pressure, qualities that will be invaluable in a locker room looking to turn the page. What makes Niagara's gamble even more intriguing is the talent Petterson is joining. The IceDogs already boast an impressive array of young stars, hinting at a potentially explosive offensive core. At the forefront is 17-year-old Ryan Rubroek, a phenom who is already pegged as a possible top 5 pick in next summer's NHL draft. Rubroek's numbers from last season speak for themselves, a staggering 41 goals and 87 points. Imagine the synergy between Pettersson's proven scoring ability and Rubroek's elite talent. This duo alone could terrorize opposing defenses, but the offensive firepower doesn't stop there. The IceDogs forward group also includes Kevin He, a 19-year-old signed prospect of the Winnipeg Jets, and Ethan Zada, an 18-year-old prospect of the Tampa Bay Lightning. These are not just promising players, they are highly regarded talents, recognized by NHL franchises, who are poised to make a significant impact. The addition of Petterson transforms this already potent group into one of the most formidable offensive units in the OHL, at least on paper. The strategic implications of this trade are profound for both franchises. For the Barrie Colts, the decision to trade Petterson, a fan favorite and a top scorer for future draft picks, is a clear signal of a long-term vision. It suggests a willingness to endure some short-term pain for the promise of sustained success down the road. They are banking on their scouting and development staff to identify and nurture future talent with those acquired picks for the Niagara IceDogs. However, this trade is a declaration of immediate intent. It's a bold, aggressive move to acquire a proven high-impact player who can help them contend now. It's a statement to the league, to their fans, and perhaps most importantly to themselves that the past is behind them and a new competitive era is beginning. The price paid, 5 draft picks, underscores the urgency and the belief that Petterson is the missing piece to elevate their roster from a playoff contender to a legitimate championship threat. The narrative of this trade is rich with layers. There's the personal story of Riley Patterson, a young man seeking the right environment to continue his ascent towards the NHL. There's the strategic gamble of the Barrie Colts, looking to build for a future beyond their current stars. And then there's the compelling, almost cinematic tale of the Niagara IceDogs, a franchise attempting to rebuild its culture and its competitive standing simultaneously. The irony of Petterson joining the very team he helped eliminate from the playoffs last season adds another fascinating dimension to this story. It's a fresh start for Petterson, a new direction for the IceDogs, and a significant shift in the competitive landscape of the OHL. The stage is now set for an exhilarating season, with all eyes on Niagara to see if this bold acquisition can truly usher in an era of redemption and on-ice success. As the puck drops on the 2025-26 OHL season, with the IceDogs opening against the Brampton Steelheads on September 19th, and their first clash against Barrie slated for October 5th, the hockey world will be watching closely. Will Riley Patterson thrive in his new surroundings, becoming the undisputed leader of a talented IceDog squad? Can Chris Bark successfully steer the team through its cultural reset while simultaneously pushing for on-ice excellence? And will the high price paid for Petterson ultimately prove to be a stroke of genius or a desperate gamble that falls short? This trade isn't just about players and picks. It's about the very essence of junior hockey, ambition, development, and the relentless pursuit of glory. So, what's your take on this monumental OHL trade, hockey fanatics? Do you believe Riley Patterson is the missing piece that will propel the Niagara IceDogs to the top of the Eastern Conference? Or do the lingering questions about the team's past make this a risk too great to bear? Drop your thoughts, your predictions, and your wildest theories in the comment section below. And if you're as captivated by the drama and excitement of junior hockey as we are, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for all the latest breaking news and in-depth analysis that brings you closer to the heart of the game.